let's go. Glastonbury, you guys ready?
BBC Newsbeat.
So, none of that this year then. 2020 is giving us the festival season that wasn't. Instead, we've been watching highlights of years past online. This weekend, we should have been gearing up for a jam-packed bank holiday of festivals too. But if you think you're gutted...
It's a bigger disappointment for the hundreds of people who work at festivals each summer and rely on that income.
Thank you, Glastonbury.
This is Newsbeat's entertainment reporter Sinead Garvan, and this is 21-year-old Luke.
It's definitely been tough knowing that I was supposed to do months and months of work and earn loads of money, and then it's just fallen out of the sky, you know.
And Saturday night, can we just say thank you for the weather? Come on.
While festival organisers have already made lots of redundancies within their companies, there are hundreds of workers who are brought in just for the festival, like Luke. He's a rigger, so that means he does stuff like
Set building and helping set up staging and climbing, doing aerial rigging. With Boomtown, I helped build Lion's Den last year.
Can you hear me? See, I reckon you're about an 8 or a 9.
It's a colossal stage. It's enormous, incredibly tall, probably about 4 or 5 stories high.
And he was hoping to do the same this year.
I was about to book trips to America because I was thinking that I would be like sorted out for money over this whole summer.
But when lockdown happened...
If it wasn't for the money that the government were giving us, the grant, I don't know what I'd be doing if I'm honest, because I have no other way of getting any income.
And when on site, riggers like Luke need to be fed, as do the more famous faces, and that's where Mary and the catering company Eat to the Beat come in.
It's Radio 1 Big Weekend, Isle of Wight, Glastonbury, Eden Sessions, Rewind, Reading.
So come the August bank holiday, how kind of exhausted would you guys be at this point?
Yeah, it's tiring, it's getting towards the end of the season, but you can almost fit another festival under your belt.
How did it feel for you guys when
That was devastating. We were at the sharp end of it. Events just dropped off and off. You know, and once Glastonbury went, you kind of knew it's knocked all of our income off. Yeah, it's quite frightening. We've had to make some redundancies. We've got a lot of staff on furlough. We've been lucky that we've picked up some work. During the full lockdown, we were doing some work locally for the NHS and also for the build of the Nightingale Hospital in Cardiff.
Hello, it's James here from Biffy Clyro. I mean, it's been such a big part of our summer for 15, 20 years as a band. So it's really, really hard. We've been really lucky to have the same kind of core team for 10 or 15 years. And when you spend months together, you really, you do feel like a family. And, we've still got some things to keep us busy as a band, but it's particularly tough for these guys that there's no gigs going at all. So, yeah, thinking of them.
Tough for bands then, and for those who make festivals happen. But we've also got a warning if you're planning on logging into any virtual events. Scammers are trying to cash in. We're being told that hundreds of fake social media profiles are trying to get people to pay for non-existent gigs. Vicky Carter's got this one.
From the likes of Post Malone...
Hello, everyone.
...to pretty much every major festival.
We're doing a virtual big weekend.
Lots of people have been trying to keep live music going through streaming. However, scammers have been taking advantage of this.
We felt it quite significantly on the first day of the online version of our event.
Anna Wades from Boomtown Festival.
It was individual profile pages. You'd block and ban one and then another one would come up and it'd be a really similar name and you'd block and ban that. And it was just like 4 of us worked very rapidly to try and remove all those events.
The Association of Independent Festivals says hundreds of fake Facebook profiles have been created since July. They're hunting for your personal information and money through an event that doesn't actually exist.
It's just so disheartening to think that there's people out there that are taking advantage of this situation when the whole world's trying to pull together to kind of get through it.
This weekend's Reading Festival has also been targeted. Organisers say all their virtual events have always been free and want anyone interacting with their content online this weekend to make sure it is verified by them. We've also seen fake pages on Facebook for Download Festival, Wireless, Creamfields and Lost Horizons run by the DJ Chris Tofu.
We counted 486 fake Facebook profiles. It's an
absolute travesty where artists are having an extremely hard time during this period. It's a really bad crime.
In a statement, Facebook said they're investigating and there's no place for fraudulent behaviour on their platform, and they urge people to report any suspicious posts. But these scams can put people off festivals. So Anna says things will change with virtual events for Boomtown in the future.
And I think the best way to kind of move away from it is to move away from the platforms that allow it so readily to happen.